Good afternoon, YouTube. Drew the Shed here again, coming to you on this fine spring Sunday afternoon. The rains here have finally stopped, and we're getting a little bit of a dry out, but it is kind of windy. Today I'm smoking my Big Bin Bent Egg Olympic Series Shape 100. Again, what a fantastic little pipe. And in it I have McClelland's Christmas Cheer 2015 that was very generously gifted to me by one of my lurkers. And oh, this is my first bowl of it, and just even with the first light I can tell this is something fantastic. Thank you very much, Sound Dude. Also, a little mention, part of the housekeeping section. My giveaway's still going on. Don't forget about that. I've only had 2 entries so far. So, get that entry up. You have till July 1st to do that. Just a little bit of a reminder on that. So, what am I going to be talking about today? Something we all really struggle with. It's been seeming that lately I've been talking about all these virtues that we really struggle with. And this one I think is one we majorly struggle with. That being humility. And anymore in this day and age, it seems to be that we like to puff out our chests, say, look what I did! Look what great things I have accomplished. I am awesome. Well, there's nothing wrong with accomplishing great things and, doing good for others. Absolutely nothing wrong. Where we get into trouble is taking all the credit and all the attention that should be given to that, greater good, and gathering it for ourselves. Making ourselves look more important than we really should. And it gets us in a lot of trouble. And it really starts to detract from that greater good. A greater good that someone could easily build upon. Could give someone a better start. But we want that glory for ourselves. And I'm guilty of it just as much as the next person. At work, my boss tells me, I do a great job. And I go, yeah, I do a great job. You couldn't do anything without me. When the truth of the matter is, there's probably someone out there just as well trained as I am. Could do the job just as well, if not better. And more or less, we are a product of our training, a product of our upbringing, not through our own means do we become great. It is those that came before us that make us great, those that taught us what we know that make us great. We just merely implement those ideas. And it's a great trap because we get into thinking to ourselves, I can do no wrong because I am awesome. This tobacco's a little wet, didn't let it dry out enough. Oops. But we get to thinking, yeah, I can do no wrong. And then that time comes when we're put in our place, so to speak. And it hurts a lot. Because we let ourselves think that it's all because of our own volition that we did everything. And it doesn't feel comfortable. It really doesn't. Because it's far, far easier to humble yourself than to have somebody point it out to you and humble you. And that brings me to, I like being in the background. I like supporting people. And, I did a lot of good things in college, and I was associated with a group that has done a lot of good for the college. helped found that group. But now, I am no more mentioned in that group, and I kind of like it that way. Letting the group flourish. It's not for my own glory. It's to help somebody else. I think that's part of humility too, is realizing that I am just a man. That's all I am. Nothing more, nothing less. My goal is to help other people. And I don't care if they give me glory for that. Because I know I did what was right. That's what's in the end important. Doing what's right. And to that point, it also brings me to, there is nothing wrong with saying, I don't know, or I need help. Because there's no way I can know everything. There's not a person on this earth that knows everything. I know bits of information, and I know how to do some things well. But I don't know everything, and I don't know how to do all things well. I need help. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. Because it makes you more human. It's part of who we are. And with that, I'd like to leave you today with a quote from St. Augustine. And that is, "It was pride that changed angels into devils. It is humility that makes man as angels." And with that, my friends, be kind and good to each other. Have a great week.